Good morning, everybody, and thanks for waking up with the Chase.
No way.
My God.
That's a 1 of 1, ladies and gentlemen.
Go to Dave's camera. I must ask you a question right now.
That's a 1 of 1, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
Whoa.
Sit back, relax, and crack a cold one. The Chase is live. I am the one.
You gotta start.
Bet you didn't think I could dab like that.
You gotta start slow.
No, I get right into it. Bet you didn't think I could dab like that, did you? It's Friday, babies. Woo! Guess what? It's your boy, the casual Troy LaCastro, alongside my broadcast partner, Yagabomb David Yaga.
The also casual Yagabomb.
No, that's my gimmick. I want to be casual. People called me casual on TikTok, so I'm going to embrace it. I'm a cash, baby. I'm a cash. Good morning, everybody, though. G-Train. Rachel's in here for once. Bally, Mama Yarger, PG. Good morning, everybody.
What up, y'all? How's it
What's
going?
happening? How's Friday morning? Shaking up for you. You guys ready for the weekend or what? Because I am.
Yeah.
Your boy needs a little drinky. He needs to nip at a little something after work today. Of course, I'm talking about like soda pop.
Yeah, a little cherry Pepsi action.
Dude, I would slam some cherry Coke right now. Also, it's Coke over Pepsi. Don't tell me anything differently. Don't tell me anything
Is
differently.
Canadian money better too?
You're damn right it is. The Canadian national anthem is better than the American national anthem. There, I said it, and I stand by it.
What's your jersey today?
Anyways, my jersey today, I'm going back. So we're approaching 100 episodes. So I decided to start going back on the old episodes and watching some of the cringe. This is actually the first jersey I wore on the first Jersey Friday. It's my champion Warwick Dunn Bucks jersey, ladies and gentlemen.
That's nice.
Who are you wearing, though? Who are you wearing, though? This one's fun. This one's cool.
So this is, I'll just turn
Just show it.
It's
That's
a Barack
Barack.
Obama high school basketball jersey. Don't ask. I seen it online once, and I had to get it. So
If you smell what Barack
is
cooking. All right. Anyways, so you know what? What's the second step of the show after our good morning? What's usually the second step of the show? Read it on the. I put the rundown for a reason. It says QOTD. What does that mean?
Quitter of the day?
No, close. You're close.
Quote of the day.
Oh, there
There
it is.
we go. All right. Hey, don't say it can't. We're going to restart. Don't say it cannot be done. Rather say you don't know how to do it yet. Tomas Bada.
Woo, he got through it. Yeah.
That sentence could have been structured a little bit better, but
Yeah, it's not your fault. It's the guy who actually said it's fault. So Bada, be better. How about that?
Bada be Bada.
All right, well, since I'm a casual, let's do it this way today. Yeah, there you go. All right, here's what we're going to be chit-chatting about on this balmy, beautiful Friday outside in Buffalo, New York here. We'll show you some guests that'll be appearing at the Toronto Sport Card Expo and also the Edmonton Sports Card Expo now. Then we'll take an early look at the 21-22 Flawless basketball cards. These are pretty, babes. I'm telling you. And it wouldn't be Friday without some Gremlin games with Elena. And, of course, the Meerkat Minute, baby.
Woo!
The Meerkat Minute. Can't wait for it. And our live guest today. This is amazing, guys. Special one here. How about retired NFL linebacker? Jeez. How about retired NFL linebacker Blake Martinez? He'll be on the broadcast later. Make sure you're sticking around for that. And we're going to finish up here with a box rip of not one, but two. Count them two. One for David and I. 2 boxes of the new 22-23 Upper Deck Artifacts hockey.
Box
But
war.
box war. There it is. There it is. But first, we have to give away the cards that we broke with Rashid on Wednesday. And that was the 21-22 Mosaic Road to the World Cup cards. And how about can I get a drum roll, please?
Tyler Adams auto.
Can I please?
Up for grab.
Can I please? Oh! Look who's in the chat. It just so happens to be the guy who won. Give it to me in the overhead.
Todd
Congratulations to Todd Supreme. We asked all y'all out there if you could let us know. Let us know who you think was going to win the 2026 World Cup. We wanted some World Cup predictions. And guess what? Mr. Todd Supreme, he had the answer of 2026 World Cup champions will be France. So Mr. Todd, get right out of town. Get right out of town. So Todd, there you go. Congratulations, brother. I think you know the drill by now. Either wait for a whisper from us or just go ahead and do us a favor and send your shipping information to thechase@dacardworld.com. Please and thank you.
Did you ever?
So there you go. Another fun box rip giveaway. Elena would really appreciate it if you just sent your shipping information right to the Chase.
You said France, and now all I can think about is the video of like all the models pronouncing their country's name. It's like Ecuador, and then it's France.
Oh, Aubrey Plaza. Yeah, it's
she
Aubrey Plaza doing it.
screams it.
France. You know what's funny too is where was I going with this? I had something. Oh, France. Yeah, France has got to be healthy next World Cup. If they're healthy next World Cup, I know they were plagued by some injuries. I think that's a good guess. Tom.
Mbappe is the GOAT.
Call him Tom. Todd. Mbappe. We come from France. Okay, that's about the extent of the French I know. So, what do you say? I keep forgetting about this, and I'm glad that Meerkat and I finally remembered. We put it out on Twitter. We put it out on the Instagram stories. But remember, we're doing the Panini playoff bracket, basically trying to get to a winner of your favorite Panini football product. Well, round 2 has ended. And now we're going into round 3. We've got, of course, the conference championships coming up this weekend in NFL, but we've got the conference championships coming up right now. Can we show the playoff bracket for the Panini, please? Here is your updated bracket. Of course, we've got the number 1 Prism moving on. And yep, Panini Mosaic at the 4 spot. And then on the other side, Optic, the number 1, moving on, of course. Now, Black in the 3 spot, making it. I didn't know if Black was going to make it that far.
I know. I'm kind of surprised. I'm expecting a good matchup from Prism and Mosaic. I think that's going to be a nice one to see in the semis.
Yeah.
And then I think Optic's going to take the semifinal battle on the right side of the bracket, though.
Well, it's interesting if you look at it from a case hit perspective. You've got, let's say, the mangas for Prism or the Color Blast still in it. You've got, for Mosaic, you've got the Stained Glass or the Nebula or the Genesis. And then, of course, Optic, you've got the Downtowns. And Black's just kind of downtown. Yeah, the Southwest region is the upset there, too, for sure.
It is.
But are they going to play spoiler and move into the championship round is the real question. It is going to be a tough battle. Optic versus Black, Panini versus Mosaic.
Yeah.
Or, excuse me, Prism versus Mosaic. I think Prism versus Mosaic, though, is probably going to be the toughest one.
I agree. I think it's going to be the closest battle. My finals prediction is Prism versus Optic. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a battle of the number 1s for sure. I think they're going to move on to the championship, and it's going to be a heavyweight bout. But just know throughout the weekend we will post on our Twitter poll and then Instagram on the stories on DA Card World. We will open up the voting for you guys, and we'll have an update next week as we head into Pro Bowl week, and then of course into Super Bowl week. We'll give you guys a little buffer there, maybe a little extra time to vote.
Oh, I got a message.
You do? From who?
So we just got a message. We got a message from our friend Onus Wagner that he wanted to educate you hobbyists a little bit. Educate. He wants to educate you a little bit. So okay, yeah, we're coming out to you. Let's send it to our buddy Onus with another edition of Words with Wagner.
Words with Wagner. Today's word is relic. A card that contains a piece of memorabilia. It's usually a piece of a jersey, but could really be anything, like a cleat, a piece of hair, or even a bat. Hey, that's mine. This has been your PSA 1.5 Honus Wagner, signing out.
Onus has gotten real comfortable in his time here.
He sounds great.
He was shy. He wouldn't talk to us at first.
No, he sounds good as new. He's really coming into his own as part of the David Adams content team, I would say.
Yeah, he's just providing his content almost like on a weekly basis now. It's amazing.
Yeah, thank God for Honus, really. He's really pulling his weight around here. All right, we're going to move on to new releases, and the good news is there are no new releases. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to do it for new release reminder for this week. Let's move on to Around the Hobby, shall we? All right, we got a little clip here for you from yesterday's edition of Card News Now with Meerkat. If you don't know, now you know. YouTube.com/D8CardWorld. You can check the latest card news hobby here and on Card News Now with Meerkat. Recently, some people have begun tearing apart their patch cards, and when they did that, some people were not exactly thrilled with what they'd seen. So let's get to Meerkat's report with the latest.
Let's just get right back in the mud with some more questionable moves by a big card manufacturer, as card collector @the84 Chambers posted to his Twitter a picture of a Panini Absolute Football Tyreek Hill patch card out of 49 that he bought off of eBay and then destroyed, revealing that the 4-color Dolphins patch that was inside the card was actually marked with a sticker repeating 21582 Devontae Parker, leading everyone to believe this was actually a Parker patch in the Hill card. Some were questioning the legitimacy of the original post until other collectors took to action and started destroying their own Panini football cards to test the theory. While some of the stickers did match up to the associated player on the card, there were a lot of examples of more mismatches, like this DeAndre Hopkins card with an Andy Isabella patch, or this Jonathan Taylor card containing a Philip Dorsett patch. Dorsett hasn't been with the Colts since 2016, and Taylor was drafted in 2020. There seems to be enough examples of these cards posted, all with identical looking stickers, to say that this isn't just a theory or coincidence, and people are definitely not just faking it to defraud Panini. Regardless, Panini has not addressed it yet, but it'll be interesting to see what they say if they do choose to.
All right, so great report there from Meerkat. We'll have him on a little bit later. Maybe we could talk about that a little more, but just another interesting twist and turn in the hobby.
Yep, another twist. All right, let's get right to some news from the Toronto Card Expo. Recently, we received news of some upcoming guests that will be attending the upcoming Toronto and Edmonton Card Expos. We went to the one Toronto Card Expo. It was an amazing time.
Always a blast.
This one, Toronto Card Expo, runs from April 20th, 420, to the 23rd. Tickets go on sale February 3rd. The Toronto guests include Pat LaFontaine, Grant Fuhr, Chris Nealon, and Dennis Potvin. Tickets for the Edmonton show are going on sale February 9th, and the show runs from May 5th to 7th. Guests will include Billy Smith, Adam Oates, and Dougie Gilmore. So, like I said, the last time we went to Toronto, we had a good time, and I'm sure, judging by the guest list, this one's going to be a good one as well.
I know it was later in his career, but it kind of threw me off that Adam Oates was in a Boston jersey because I had him pictured in the Washington Capitals jersey. And you know what? Dougie Gilmore getting no love in the Sabres jersey? Yeah. No goat head for Dougie Gilmore? Come on.
Sad.
Come on. All right. Well, that's fine. So there you go. A little bit of information on that. So hopefully we'll have more as we get later into the year, and hopefully we'll be back up in Toronto, and I don't know, maybe even heading out west to Edmonton. We'll have to see. All right, next up, just like we did last week, we're going to give you guys a early look at 21-22 Flawless Basketball this time. Obviously, this one is one of the most touted, highly anticipated releases coming up, tentatively slated to release on February 15th. So we figured we'll get an early look at what to expect. So here's some pictures you see on the screen right now. Flawless, always gorgeous. I mean, you could argue the cards are quote-unquote flawless, but there's one right there. You see Scotty Mobley and K triple logo man. You know there was a lot, I can't stress that enough, of hype around this product last year, especially with celebrities like Drake getting into the mix, trying to find the LeBron triple logo man. Obviously, we know Backyard eventually did pull that. We had the winner, 1/3 of the winner of the triple logo man on in one of the early episodes of the show. So as you know, people are going to be looking for that. It's a big deal. You could argue, I know we talked to Doug Caskey too about, NT or Mosaic, or excuse me, NT or Flawless. Which one would you prefer? I don't know. Flawless is just, it comes in the briefcase.
I know.
I
got one of them briefcases right there.
Exactly. There's diamonds in the card, but I hope you guys like the card. I mean, always gorgeous. Yeah. Flawless has kind of just a classic design to it. I feel like Flawless doesn't stray too far from the path. They don't switch it up too much, right? Which is good news. I like that. But obviously the Logomans are going to be fun. A lot of 75th anniversary stuff, obviously, because it is from the Cade, Mobley, Scotty rookie class.
Yeah. And Flawless, something that I've noticed is what you're going to get, style-wise with the cards, but you never know who you're going to get, which is the biggest anticipation, I think, ever.
Yeah, and I must say, usually with Flawless, too, because it is such a high-end product, the way it works, your checklist is going to be a lot of, legends and big star players and rookies. It's not necessarily going to be some guy who got drafted in the
you're not going to get a
fourth round and doesn't play or comes off the bench.
Brian Scalabrine.
Yeah, well, you might. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. So now that we've wrapped up on that, I think we're going to actually get to our live guest for the day. It's finally time. We got a big guest, ladies and gentlemen. We got a big guest here. So waiting to be brought into the room right now, we've got former NFL linebacker and big-time Pokemon collector, Blake Martinez. Additionally, he runs his own Blake's Breaks, so we'll talk to him a little bit about that. So let's not wait anymore. How about we welcome Blake into the room? Good morning, Blake. How are you?
He just left.
Oh, he just left. Did I say something wrong?
He dropped connection. He's back.
Okay, I was going to say, hopefully I didn't say something wrong. He's like, this guy stinks. I'm getting him out of here. There he is. How you doing, man?
How's it going?
I'm looking. My sound's not working.
You're good. I can hear you.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
you
we
can hear me.
You.
Yep.
I can't hear you.
He can't hear us. No. Oh no. I was saying, we could definitely hear you.
Loud and clear.
He sounds good. Sounds good. Looks good. little technical here.
I can't hear you guys. Maybe if I go out and come back in.
That's a possibility. That might be a possibility if you want to try that. I thumbs them up to try to go out and then come back in. Tough. I know. I feel bad.
Where's the technical?
I wonder why. Listen, technology's hard. Hey, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Finally.
We did it.
There we go.
Dude, don't let anybody ever tell you that technology is not hard, okay? That's what I'm going to say right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, it is. It's
technology
tough.
is not our
ain't
friend.
easy. It ain't easy. So, but glad you're here with us. Good morning. How you doing? I know I don't know if this is a normal wake up time for you, call time, but I know we got you up at 8:15 Pacific time here.
Oh yeah, no, I'm doing well. I mean, we were up I think until like 1 a.m. ripping Pokemon packs. And so no, it was fun last night, but happy to be on and always talk about the hobby.
Yeah, man, appreciate you taking your time to be here, and of course, Pokemon ripping his life. So, you never sleep. You're up till 1, get a little nap in, and you're back up with us here. So happy to have you here, and would love to get right into your collecting. We want to know how did you and when did you get into collecting?
Yeah, so I started just like, I don't know, I feel like most people my age when I was like 6 years old. I would pretty much do all my chores, walk to the local like Circle K, pick up any packs I could. I think at the time like $3, $4, and shred them, put them in my binder, play with them, all that stuff. And as the years went on, got into obviously Game Boy games. So I kind of put the cards away in storage. And about 2-3 years ago, I saw obviously Pokemon was going crazy, trading cards were going crazy, sports cards, everything. And so I was like, hey mom, can you like check out my like storage to see like what cards I had, see if there was expensive stuff and things like that. She was like, oh, I gave them all away. And I was like, oh no. And so pretty much I had to basically jump back into it. And that's when I found out about these things called like box breaks. And once that happened, I was hooked again and haven't stopped since.
Yeah, it was like during that the COVID pandemic when all the box breaks started getting really popular and everything. So who was like an inspiration for you that kind of got you into the hobby? Like, was it a parent? Was it a friend? Who really kind of jump started you into collecting?
Yeah, I think honestly, it was Whatnot in general. Like, I think I knew people from my college that knew about Whatnot and were like, hey, we see that you're like posting about Pokemon, looking for Pokemon, things like that. You should go onto this Whatnot app. And I think that's when I started like watching people do breaks. I think Island Grown was another huge streamer that streams a bunch and does a lot of box breaks. Started watching him and kind of got the inspiration where I was like, yo, like I want to do this. Like opening up these packs when like they were like 20, 22-year-old packs that haven't ever been touched. Like just sounds so exciting to me and so much fun.
Obviously now you have Blake's breaks, but I hear you talk about you watching other breakers on Whatnot and that. And in a way, did you almost feel like when you're watching other breakers, it's kind of like game film? In a way where you're studying kind of what they're doing, and then you end up kind of taking a little bit of that and making it your own.
Oh, 100%. And I think as I start watching things, I try to critique things because like when I was in football, I always was watching other linebackers play before I was going to play a certain team. Like say Luke Kuechly was playing or last Sunday against the Cowboys. Like I would go watch and see what he did, and I would say like, all right, he did a lot of great things. Obviously, as Luke Kuechly, but like what was certain things I could have done better. And so that's the kind of approach I go into like when I'm watching other breaks and other streams. I'm like, oh, this is a really cool idea, but like how can I tweak it so it's that much better? And that's kind of like where I go to sports breaks. I go to everything. I don't even care. It doesn't even have to be Pokemon. I watch everything to see if there's different ideas and different genres that could apply also to the Pokemon and TCG realm.
And while we're on the topic of breaking, I think we should just bring it up. Tell us a little bit about Blake's Breaks. How did it get going, and really when did you get everything up and running?
Yeah, so it was, it was like 2 years ago, maybe 2.5. I started obviously doing breaks and stuff on Whatnot solo. And as that kept growing, and I had obviously too much time with football, so it wasn't anything like set in stone, consistency. But as the years went on, I was sitting down with my partner, Robbie, and I was sitting there, I was like, yo, he was always doing like my shipping and stuff for me. And it was about 5 months ago. And he was like, hey, I think we can like do this thing where we could grow this out. Like we watch all these other people like have streamers, have like all these breakers breaking for them, kind of like Backyard Breaks and everybody that's doing it now. I was like, yeah, let's try it out. And we kind of took a shotgun approach and boom, like hired about 10 people and brought them on, and things worked out. Some things didn't work out, and it's been a crazy journey. Like we started, I think it was $6,000 I took and basically invested it into like our first shipment. And I think we just broke 5 million in revenue in like 5 months. And on top of that, like just placed like orders for like $400,000 worth of product. And it's like crazy to think where Blake's Break started 5 months ago and where it's at now.
Congratulations, man. That's obviously a huge compliment. So, big for you. I'm glad you're having fun with that.
Yeah. And now I'm also curious, being the NFL athlete that you were and being in the hobby, how did you weigh that time? How did you balance it all out?
Yeah, it was tough. There was certain moments and things like that where I felt like I was spreading myself too thin. But overall, like just the people I was like working around, the team that I have, helped me kind of balance that out. And on top of that, like it was one of those things. I think this year I went and played a game with the Raiders, like whatever. I think I got like 6 tackles, 7 tackles, got right home, and then did like a 4-hour stream, like opening up Charizard mystery boxes. And people were like, Blake, what the hell? Weren't you just on the football field like 2 hours ago? And I think it's just, I don't know. I get it's like, I found like my passion on top of like what is so much fun to do. Like I'm opening up kids cards, but like I don't know. It's just like so much fun, and like anybody that talks to me like, dude, how do you have so much energy? I'm like, dude, I get to open up like literal kid cards for a living, and I think that's like the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, I think that's what I love about the hobby is, let's be honest, we're all just big kids in this whole pool. You know what I mean? Like we're doing a kid's job. We're living out dreams. So it's amazing. And I feel like once you get off the football field, you might just have that still burst of adrenaline built up, so you can go on and just do the 4-hour stream like it's nothing.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I think like whenever you go into football games too, it's like you're basically take as much caffeine as you possibly can to be jacked. And then so once you get done, I'm like, most of the time I'd spend 3 hours. I'd be up until 4 a.m. watching film. I was like, might as well rip some Pokemon cards to pass by the time.
Absolutely, yeah, exactly. You're up. Why not? And why not make a little bit of money while you're doing it, right?
Exactly.
So having some fun, making some money. That's what it's all about. So recently, most notably, you sold some cards, which we will get to. we will get to right after this. But I want to know, even though you sold that stuff off, are you still collecting yourself? And if so, what's your favorite card that you still currently have? And is there a card that you kind of maybe regret letting go of?
Yeah. I don't know. Like I was talking about this on my stream the other day. I was like, the big thing that I believe in is like it's really hard for me to hold cards. Like a lot of my stuff is used to like make a crazy entertainment show. But like my dream set would be the Neo Destiny, like all the Shinings and 10s. I think it like values out at like 40,000. That's like what I'm like at some point will spend money to like make sure I have. The card I'm kind of disappointed I let go was the Illustrator. I mean, I was super happy with like the purchase and all that stuff. But it would be cool to have like one of the top 3 cards graded of that. And I think there's only supposedly out there 40 cards of those in existence. But yeah, I'd probably say that one is probably the one that I like am kind of sad to let go.
Maybe it falls back into the lap one day. We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe, right? Yeah, it's that regret right now, but maybe down the road you'll feel better.
I think we should just get right to it and just address that Illustrator card. Tell us the story behind it, and obviously one of the most expensive Pokemon cards ever. Just tell us the whole story about that card.
Oh gosh, it was wild. It was so pretty much like leading up probably 6 months ago, I got approached by somebody as I like met a bunch of people in the hobby. They were like, hey, like I have a bunch of these trophy cards. It wasn't just the Illustrator. It was probably like 20 different trophy cards and all super expensive. And so he puts them all on display for me. He's like, hey, this is what I got. Which one do you want? And I saw the Illustrator, and like in Pokemon, there's a thing like if there's swirls, it makes it like way more desirable. And there was a swirl on it, and like known in the hobby, was never any like Illustrator with a swirl ever. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna get one of like 40 in existence and one of one in like football or sports terms card. And so I was like, yo, I gotta get it. And so as I was communicating with this person, I was trying to set up like the shipment, the payment, all these things. Like never met this person. It was all based off like different relationships that I had with people. And as the communications got further, it was like, hey, you need to wire us like a crap load of money. It was a lot of money. And so, boom, I wire this money to this guy, which I've never met before, never talked to, or never seen before in person, any of this stuff. So, wire all this money. This dude could have just vanished into thin air. It would have been, honestly, one of the worst news stories ever for a football player. And so, wire him all this money, found out that he had to take the money from the bank in cash, took one of the bullet trains to like Osaka, Japan, dropped it off on this dude's doorstep. Some random person hands him a card. He leaves, and then the story gets better. And so as this is happening, I am trying to figure out how to like ship it. I'm like talking to my people. They told me like, hey, I don't think he's gonna fly out there. But then I found out that he would have flown out there, but I didn't get told that. So I ended up FedExing the card. Like 2-day FedEx. Yeah, it was, and so FedExing like at least a $500,000 to $1 million card, and it ends up in I think it was Missouri at the time, and it gets stuck there for like 2 weeks, and I had to call, I think, probably 500 times to let that thing get released. And then it finally got to me, and then instantly got it graded, and then instantly put it up with Golden, because I was like, yo, like, I don't want any, like, if I have this and somehow lose it, like, I just, like, instantly was like, boom, boom, put it in auction, and then about 2 months later, it obviously sold, and it was the craziest, most like adrenaline rush experience of all time.
all I was hearing is a prince in another country needs money and needs you to wire it through Western Union. That's like what I was hearing as you said that. That is insane. Dude, I'm not blowing smoke up your ass when I say that. Almost I feel like could be a movie loosely based on the story of your card.
Yeah, that needs to be to be a Netflix doc.
Anybody I talk to, they're like, what the hell were you thinking? I was like, dude, I have no idea. I trusted people, and like luckily it worked out, but like there's a lot of those scenarios where you trust them and it's like, well, there went all my money. So thanks, man.
That's what I mean. That was a hell of a risk by you. I give you all the kudos in the world to do that.
Oh yeah. And that's like what I think I said on my stream also the other day. I was like telling people, I'm like, having that experience made me like take the leap for like everything that I do now, where it's like, yo, if you believe like in anything, it doesn't even matter. Obviously, this is Illustrator in one sense, but like if you believe in anything, just take the leap. And like the worst, I mean, obviously this situation, the worst is you lose a lot of money, but like it gives you, I don't know, it gave me this like new, like found like confidence, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a good point too. And I think everything in the hobby, no matter what it is a lesson learned. You know, it's a learning experience. So just like anything else.
I'd agree.
So I want to ask you next here. You know, we've seen more and more athletes. They're coming out as collectors. So do you think what is that connection there that you think it is between collectors and athletes?
Yeah, I mean, in the trading card realm, I think a lot comes down to like people look at athletes and it's like, oh yeah, they must have been like the popular kid. They must have been the amazing like person everyone wanted to hang out with. But like honestly, like when I was in elementary school, when like Pokemon was out, like I was the nerdy kid that no one wanted to hang out with. I was too big for everybody, like awkward as hell. And so like Pokemon was like kind of like my like disconnect, and people that were playing Pokemon became my friends, and it was like one of those things. And so I think a lot of athletes kind of had that same scenario growing up that people don't know of. And then on top of that, like a lot of athletes, they see what's like capable of what they can make in the hobby with it. And so a lot of people look at the money side as well. Like I have a bunch of teammates when I like started Pokemon, I was like, hey, I just did this box break. This is what we did. This is what I'm doing next, blah, 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 blah. And this is how Blake's Break's doing. They're like, yo, how do I get a part of this? Can you hire me? I'll invest. I'll put this money in, like, well, like all these things. And so I think that's like another component as well.
So something I took out of your answer there is, you know, we always hear a lot about the backgrounds of people that we talk to in the hobby. And, you know, like you said, it was one of those things, you know, awkward and things like that. So when you grow older and being in the place that you are now, how important do you think it is to be inclusive in this hobby and just want everybody, no matter your background, in something like this?
No, 100%. I think that's like the biggest thing that I try to convey on my streams is like just the positivity aspect. Like I was bullied when I was a kid, like, and like being in this hobby, like obviously not like stereotyping it, but like it's, I don't know, like in a sense, like nerdier people within like the Pokemon hobby, at least. Like it's like one of those things, like in that sense, where it's like a lot of people back in the day were like, oh, you collect Pokemon cards, like weirdo, like those types of things. Where like being in that realm and showing up there, I've had a lot of people be like, dude, it's so awesome you collect Pokemon cards. It's getting me back into it because like it's starting to be like this cool thing to do. And so I think being able to have that influence and be able to show people like, hey, no matter what it is, if you have a passion for it, like, in the lack of a better term, it's like screw everybody else. Like, go do what makes you happy. And I think that's been the coolest part and the coolest messaging that I've gotten from a lot of people in the hobby. And it's something I want to keep growing across all realms.
Couldn't have said it any better.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's the exact type of ambassadors that we need in what we're doing.
Oh, 100%.
And now I'm curious. I know you have kids in your life. Have they got into collecting too? Have you been sharing the connection with them in the collecting world?
Oh yeah, like so I have a 4-year-old daughter and then a 1.5-year-old. The 1.5-year-old just eats the Pokemon cards, which isn't great for the most part. But my 4-year-old, like literally anytime we pass by anything Pokemon, it's like Pika Pika, like Pokey. Like she has a Gengar like stuffed animal, obviously a little creepy, but she has like Pikachu stuffed animal, all these things, and she'll like make sure it's like laying in bed with her. Anytime I'd go on the show, she would come on the show, and there's like, instead of bidding, she always says like, "Hey guys, don't bid, buy," and everybody then starts buying more and more. And so I'm teaching her the ways to like, influence the consumers out there.
There you go. Yeah, she's getting the economics lesson 101 right there. That's just good business. That's good business, baby. And you know what? Don't even worry about it. We got a guy who's 27-year-olds who I've seen eat cards here. So, it doesn't matter that you eat cards. He just gave me the dirtiest look.
He's like, "Why did you say my secret?"
Oh, man. So another one I got for you here, just kind of in closing as we get toward the end of the interview here, but have you personally connected with some other athletes who have collected? Obviously, we see Jamal Williams out there now giving out these electric post-game interviews about Pokemon cards and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
So you ever thought about maybe a dual stream with him or anything like that?
No, yeah, a lot of people have messaged me about that. I'm definitely down the road. I think right now we're in Blake's Breaks is in like a phase where we're trying to scale at this point. So there's like not much openings for that. But definitely looking to do all collabs left and right. I know Jamal and he's a great guy. And then I've done stuff also with Cassius Marsh when I first started working or started doing breaks and things like that. Leonard Williams, I know, is super into Pokemon. The games, at least, I don't know too much if it's into Pokemon cards. Sterling Shepard's shown interest. Saquon has been asking me about it too. So it's just a bunch of people across the realm would want to jump in. It's just making sure it's worthwhile for both people, kind of thing.
Absolutely. Get some of the former teammates there, the boys. I know Cole Anthony too. Cole Anthony also a big Pokemon guy. So maybe just add that to the bank for you there.
Exactly.
Well, Blake, we don't want to take up too much more of your time here. So what we like to do for all guests is we like to roll out the red carpet a little bit. And I just want to give you the chance to let people at home know where they can find Blake's Breaks, where they can buy into your breaks, and, where they can follow you across social media platforms.
No, 100%. And I want to say thanks for having me part of the show. I was super hyped to be a part of this. Obviously, do a lot of great work with you guys. You guys have a crazy amount of product left and right. So once again, huge advocate of Dave and Adams. And being a part of this podcast was dope. But yeah, definitely follow Blake's Breaks on whatnot. We got Blake's Breaks, Blake's Rips, Blake's TCG. We're growing nonstop. We're doing crazy things left and right. You can win a $7,000 item for $50. I think someone won yesterday. So it's been a blast. I'm super excited. The hobby's growing left and right. I know sports is crazy. I'm gonna have to talk to you guys soon about sports. But super hyped, and thanks again for having me.
Absolutely, Blake. We're approaching 100 episodes here, so who's to say awesome. We're definitely gonna have you back in the next 100 episodes to talk for sure.
For sure.
Let's go.
Yes. Thanks, guys. No problem, brother. Good luck with everything. And there you guys have it. Blake Martinez. Thanks again. And we'll talk to you soon, brother. Have a great weekend. Good one.
That was awesome.
David's amazing. Fired up. I'm fired up, though, too. So, like he said, he wants to come back on and talk about some sports. Would love to do that with him, too. We got the Pokemon stuff, but, mix in some sports. I think that makes for a good time.
Just hearing his background, though, as a young kid, just collecting Pokemon and people look down on him and everything. And then he's now he's NFL player, retired NFL player, and now he's just killing it in the hobby. So
yeah, now he's well, I'm playing with Pokemon cards. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Right? What are you doing? Yeah. So it's always cool. And that's the thing. When you talk to guys like that, you realize athletes are people too, guys. Okay, they all like the same things we do, right? That's all it is.
They are human.
human. All right, before we get the box rip giveaway, we actually got a couple things, a couple omissions, if you will. If you notice, we didn't get a chance to get to the Gremlin Games or Meerkat Minute yet. Okay, I just said Gremlin, and she popped up. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start off with the Gremlin Games. Welcome on to the set, Elena.
Hello, boys.
Oh, hello, Elena. Your mic is...
Hello, boys.
Hello, Newman.
I've lost for 2 weeks in a row.
Actually, you don't need it that far. You're loud.
Yeah. I'm a little out of breath. The lights are I'm a little nervous.
Hey,
No, I'm kidding.
I was going to say.
I just don't want to lose again. So without further ado, let's guess the card, huh? Call
It's
back.
back. It's
Okay.
back. Stevens, can you get rid of the notepad so I can see a little bit, please?
And this is quick. This
Grazie.
is quick. So you have to guess the card. What is it? Who's on it? What insert is it? Come on. You don't
So
have
it's a star rookie. Wait. Oh, God. What are you doing with the spinning?
Gotta guess it. I'm not losing.
Don't wait. Hold on a second. I'm dead serious. Giants, star rookies. Is it a Blake Martinez?
Is that your guess?
Is it a Blake Martinez?
It can't be Blake Martinez because he was a rookie on the
The
Packers.
It is Blake Martinez, but you didn't guess it because you didn't know and you didn't know.
What do you mean I
Come
guessed
on,
it?
come on. No, you second guessed.
You just retracted.
You
Oh.
retracted. I said you
No,
had
I
to be
didn't.
quick. I said you had to be quick. Well, David lost because he
I
said
lost,
it's
yeah.
definitely not.
Both
I-
lost.
Oh, it was
Pass it
rookie.
out.
What are
It
you
was rookie
talking
and
about?
stars.
Rookie and stars.
Okay, I saw rookie.
I said it's Blake
I saw
Martinez.
We can roll the tape back. Yeah, you just.
Oh, shut up. You're just mad that I exposed that you eat cards. You're just mad.
We're going to address
That's
that.
fine.
Get your bean.
I lost.
I don't care.
Get
Whoever.
your bean
You know what?
in your
Fine. I'll
mouth
eat a bean.
right
Just
now.
give me the bean.
Get the bean in
Go
your
ahead,
mouth
get it.
right now.
You're the host of this segment.
Right
Give me the
now.
beans.
You each.
I don't care.
You each gotta eat a bean right now.
All right.
Right now. Eat the bean. I don't lose my own game that much.
You lost 2 in a row. Are you on? Is this a win streak? All right, here we go. Is this for me?
That was very
for
fitting,
you.
by the way.
Yeah, I
the
know.
Blake
You're
Martinez
welcome.
card.
All right, so I get peach or
Oh no.
I have nothing.
All
to
right,
want.
wait. Let's
We're
wait.
trying to get out of it.
I'm not trying.
Yeah.
Shut up.
All right, David.
All right, I'm done.
2 beans.
Listen, I'm not like the
Switch to
chat.
David's camera. David will spin.
All right, hang on.
2 beans.
Let's 2 beans for
Come on,
being
chat. 2 beans in the chat.
2 beans in the chat. 2 beans in the chat.
Silence
What is it?
says. Silence
Oh my
says
God.
they think I won.
Buttered popcorn or rotten egg? Oh my god, this is the worst one ever.
I love this game.
Whoever is using the DA Card World account, shut up.
All right, get eaten.
You're
You remember the rules. You have to swallow. Have to swallow.
This is
No
a show.
spitting.
This is a family show.
I'm saying you have
This
to
is a
swallow
family
the
show,
bean.
and you're talking about
Listen.
that?
I'm talking about
David,
spitting the bean out.
sometimes.
Listen.
I love the taste of peach.
Oh, this is a family show?
I know, and I just turned around and did it.
Yeah.
That's the whole gimmick.
What is it?
Buttered popcorn.
Are you guys GD kidding?
He's got to eat a second one.
Oh, yeah, he does have to eat a second one.
Says who?
Says
The
DA.
chat, the chat.
I'm just gonna say-
DA.
Card World.
Who is DA Card World? Is it you?
No, I don't have a computer here.
There is no winning.
No,
with
no,
rotten
you know
egg or
what? No,
buttered
'cause it's
popcorn.
him.
Buttered
Second
popcorn
one,
was
please, coming
horrible.
from DA Card World.
But it was
Someone's
better than
gotta
rotten
lose.
egg.
Love Cap.
Love-
Cap, you suck. Don't ever ask me for anything ever again.
Your boss just said to do it in chat.
The blue one.
My boss?
Yeah.
What is Master Zine here?
No, DA Card World.
Is your
That's
boss-
not my boss.
DA Card World
It's
is
you.
All right.
Berry blue or toothpaste? I love the taste of toothpaste.
That's
Bring it on.
disgusting.
Oh yeah, it tastes like minty toothpaste. Oh great.
I bet you just sit there with a tube of toothpaste and you just swallow it every
Yeah.
morning. Besides,
You know
don't
what?
even brush your teeth. You just
Hey
swallow the
Blake,
toothpaste.
hey Blake, if you're still watching the show, she's a bully. She's a bully.
Just brush your teeth.
Mm.
Don't just eat the toothpaste.
I love the taste of mint toothpaste. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm out.
That was good.
Troy loves.
My breath is like minty fresh now.
Troy loves just a nice tube of Crest in the morning.
I'm more of a Colgate guy myself. All right, and now, ladies and gentlemen, he's here. How about we put up the Meerkat Minute, please?
I might have to sit in the middle.
Come on in.
Between you two, there might be a rumble.
Hey, do you guys know what meerkats like to do? What do the meerkats usually do when you see them on Meerkat Manor? Go ahead. Oh, they pop out! What's up?
Oh my goodness.
How long you been
I think I
sitting
just
there?
dislocated my knee. What's up, guys?
Listen, I've actually watched Meerkat dislocate his knee before. It's serious.
When you hear that pop,
it's bad.
It's chilling.
It's bad. He went down.
We have fun with it.
I think I've seen you dislocate your hip as well.
Shoulder had popped out a couple weeks ago in here too.
Actually, right before the show, he was like,
it was bad.
He was like,
I had to like smash my shoulder into one of these steel pylons you see building this side
He's
right
like
before
this.
the show.
Oh my God. Oh, Meerkat. So the conference championship.
Yes, sir.
Woo!
Before we get into the Meerkat Minute, though, I need to address something, everybody. Yes, I have eaten cards before. Have I consumed cards, though? No, I haven't consumed them. Don't worry, I've ate them. Big difference. Like, I can talk well. I can't speak well. I can eat cards, but I will not consume them. Okay. Just wanted to clear the air.
That's a good point. All right, air has been cleared.
I'm glad we got that taken care of.
I'm glad we got. Well, you know what? That's how he's on his gym grind now. He eats cards, no carbs. He just eats cards. Look at him. He's absolutely yoked. All right, buddy. What's going on? You know what? I'm kind of glad we did this after the interview so we get a little more time, right?
Exactly.
So conference championships coming up this weekend. We're down to the final 4 teams. We've been looking at players throughout the playoffs, people that you think are a buy, maybe a sell. So, as we head into this weekend, who you got?
All right, so I'm switching things up a little bit this week. We're going with our first tight end we're talking about. It seems pretty obvious here, but, you know, I've never given tight end too much consideration in the hobby. I've never even given it much thought, done much research into hobby tight end value because I have some Dawson Knox, you know, but as a Bills fan, we really haven't had premier guy to really chase big value to invest in other than outside our own interest. But one thing I can tell you from my research is that Travis Kelce is the king of the hobby. Wait, what do you say?
Kels.
Oh, that's right, guys. It's
That scared the hell
not
out of
Kelsey. We're being corrected by the gremlin in the background there, but the 63rd overall pick in the 2013 NFL draft. He's a 7-time All-Pro. I believe it's 4 first-team All-Pros, might be 3. 8-time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl champion, 4th all-time in NFL tight end receiving yards already. He's the king. Neither Antonio Gates, Tony Gonzalez, or Rob Gronkowski, the main guys you're going to compare him to there. Witten, sorry, he don't have much value. I know you're up there.
Yeah.
But none of them have a solo card of themselves that have sold for over $7,000. Those 3, you know, the 3 tight end kings. Now, Gronk, he's had some dual autos with Brady that have gone, you know, 5 figures here and there. But solo card, none of these guys ever have had a higher than a $7,000 sale. Travis Kelce, back in March 2021, his 2013 National Treasures, I believe was the first card show there in the slideshow. His 1-of-1, graded at BGS 9.5.
Can you pull that one back up?
For $10,200 there. But that right there, that's it. That set the market for the tight end, you know, card market back in 2021. All
right, you're good. I just wanted you to pause on that one. Thank you.
So now you go back to that same exact card. You don't have to pull it up again. Last February, that card sold for $23,400.
Oh,
so now that card set the benchmark twice, doubling in value in pretty much a year, less than a year. It was like 8 months. Kind of crazy there. So Kelce has established himself. And the thing with Kelce is he's going to be embedded with Patrick Mahomes his whole career. Right. He's been doing it at such a high level his whole time, finally gets, you know, maybe the best quarterback in NFL history, and it becomes his #1 weapon. Getting rid of Tyreek Hill, stuff like that. The Chiefs are comfortable with because they have Kelce. Kels.
I'm still going to call him Kelce.
So I think that, you know, we're looking at Kelce here as more of like a legacy buy type guy to where I see him, he's going to end up probably being embedded as the best tight end in NFL history. He has some work to do. He's got some work to do to truly claim that ground, but his being with Mahomes, let's say they win another Super Bowl, 2 more Super Bowls. Kelce's going to be that, not 3. 2 3's too many, okay?
Yeah, relax.
But I think he's a legacy guy to where he's never going to really decrease in value. He might plateau here and there, but then, you know, when he retires, you're going to see him rise again. When he's in the Hall of Fame, you're going to see him rise again. Every Super Bowl before that, he's going to keep rising. I don't think Kels cards are going to drop in value from this point. He is so embedded. And if anything, you're kind of investing in the prospect he does end up becoming the top tight end in NFL history. He's been in the league 9 years now, but he hasn't shown any signs of slowing down.
No.
I mean, I'm saying he's got, what, 3 to 5 more elite years probably with Mahomes as long as he stays there. Travis Kelce, I'm labeling it a legacy buy.
So not to put you on the spot, but you call it a legacy buy, but actively right now, like what are his cards going for right now? Is he affordable in the moment?
Yeah, so he is somewhat affordable, and he really benefits from coming in 2013 when a lot of these bigger products started to boom. I mean, you can find Travis Kelce Gold Select autos. You can find a very common one that's affordable. I don't have the exact numbers on me, are in Crown Royale, his rookie silhouette autographs. He's got a lot of those. Those are highly collectible, have some decent value, but are affordable behind them. So you don't have to chase the 101 National Treasure stuff, but Kelce does have big cards and big sets that still hold tons of value, and a lot of them. So I think that's a guy, even if the Chiefs lose this week, and I see some Bengals people in the chat, I'm rooting for the Bengals other than Eli Apple. He can go to hell.
Yeah, he can burn.
But sorry, I got distracted thinking about Eli
it's fine.
Apple.
Me too.
Like I said, I don't think he drops in value because of a loss like that. He is so embedded. If anything, he'll just stay plateaued. Something happens, Super Bowl win, whatever, goes up. Passes, one of these guys on the receiving list goes up. Retires, goes up. Hall of Fame goes up, and continues to plateau throughout history as potentially the greatest tight end in history.
Which is never. I agree with you in the side where I don't think he'll ever.
I don't think you'll take.
Yeah,
I don't think you'll ever take like more
down.
than like a. This is just meerkat opinion. Like a 10% loss on a Travis Kelce card.
Sure.
Like I just don't see that happening.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Yeah, I think a very fair assessment on there. And you know what? In the lounge today, I think somebody should find out if the warehouse has got some 13 product. I think Elena should go Kelce hunting. Yeah, I'm gonna say Kelce. I think Elena should go Kelce hunting. That's all I'm saying. All right, great note there. Great notes there on Travis Kelce. So who do we got up next?
Next, going a little outside of the box here. This is one I truly believe in. I'm going to start out and saying, am I biased because I have been actively investing in this guy myself over the past month? Has he been my #1 buy? Yes. Now is it the time for me to reveal to you guys? Was I keeping a secret? No. Now is the perfect time, though. Better than ever. Better than the past month to buy into him. It's Trey Lance. It is Trey Lance. It's the third overall pick in the 2021 NFL Draft. Taken, Trevor Lawrence went first, Zach Wilson second, then Lance. He's only appeared in 8 total NFL games over 2 seasons, really with just 3.5 starts if we're talking about it. But it's more so like I am now actively rooting for Brock Purdy. 1, because he's helping this draft class gain value. 2, because Brock Purdy is doing insane things with his hobby value, and people are forgetting about Trey Lance, and he's cementing himself as the starter moving forward for San Fran. He's giving them every reason to give no reasons to take him away. So I think San Fran's situation, they're very well ran. They have great front office.
Oh, yeah.
They invested a lot of resources to get Trey Lance. And now they have Purdy, who is very cheap, not on a 3rd overall pick salary. I think they are going to move Trey Lance. I see him being traded. There are lots of teams who would love to give a quarterback like Trey Lance a shot. What's the value? The compensation return? Something maybe like a second conditional. Who knows? But Trey Lance is going to get moved. Like, I'm 99% sure. If the San Francisco 49ers don't, I'm going to drive to Candlestick, whatever the new stadium's called, and actively protest for the freeing of Trey Lance. I've freed people before. We can do it again, but
it wouldn't be the first time.
No, but despite playing in just 8 career NFL games, Lance has still had 2 $100,000 sales of cards. His 2021 National Treasures Hollow Gold RPA out of 10 that went for $100,000 in a private sale, and of course the one that made big waves was that 2021 Flawless Platinum Shield 101 Auto that went for $132,000 through PWCC Premier Auction. With such a limited size, people believed in Lance. He's such an exciting prospect. He's so much talent. He's a guy who, even if he gets traded, goes into a great situation. He still needs game time to really develop. He still might be a bit undervalued, but Lance has already established, his ceiling with no playing time, no context behind him because of what he offers, the prospects behind him. And I do believe in Trey Lance. I think he gets a decent situation with a good coach, and you give him playing time, it's going to be a rough adjustment. He needs NFL game time, needs to get up to that speed. But I believe in Trey Lance truly ending up becoming a good NFL quarterback. His play style leads you to be excited about him. 3rd overall pick. He's a household name. Mm-hmm. Trey Lance's value right now is absolutely plummeted because of his injury, because of not playing, but mostly because of Brock Purdy. If the 49ers win this weekend, that's the breaking point. That's when I'm like,
Sure.
all right, I'm all in on Trey Lance now, and it's not, Purdy. If you want to mess with Purdy, go ahead, have fun with that. I think there's definitely good value there, but I want Purdy to keep winning so that they're forced to get rid of Lance. Just one more comp I had when you're like talking investing in him. Oh, I don't want to spend $100K invest in his flawless shield. There's one sale that really intrigued me yesterday. His rookie ticket from Contenders Optic, the teal out of 50. That sold for just $350.
Wow.
An out of 50 Contenders Optic rookie ticket. That same exact card sold this July 23rd for $1,500. So $1,500 to $300 in a few months because of injury and another guy playing well. Not because, if you believe in Lance, you still got to believe in him no matter where he ends up.
So I'm curious, not to put you on the spot. I agree with you. I think he's going to get moved. What team could he get traded to where you think it'll increase his value even more?
Left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders.
So you might hear the gremlin back there. I'm not.
Anyways.
I actually don't disagree there. I think that's a great situation. They have a decent line. They have a great quarterback-friendly receiver room. Could see like the Commanders. There's been rumblings the Vikings might be in. Who knows what the Titans are going to be doing? There's a lot of teams who are going to have questions at quarterback next year, or at least are going to have competitions heading into the season. And I think Trey Lance is primed for a move like that.
All right.
Well said. And Chad seems to agree with you. Dooley says he's got an out of 10 Lance now that he was thinking about selling. He might keep it now. He's rooting for him. Bravo Papa says he's rooting for him. So a couple people definitely agreeing with you in the lounge there.
I'm on the Lance train.
Let's go.
We're all aboard. And JKZ said there's a ton of 2013 football on the website. So if anybody wants to rip and go Kelsey hunting with
Gino
Elena.
Too.
Gino too. EJ Manuel.
I know there's good boxes. Like you can get like the limited boxes or whatever back from then, where it's like they're like $125 or something on this site, and it's like 5 hits.
Well, Meerkat, appreciate you coming on for another minute.
Thank you.
But Elena, you want to join us? I know you guys. We like to have you guys stick around on Fridays for our box breaks.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna do 2 boxes of artifacts today. Meerkat, as usual, I want you to go ahead and you pick which box David's gonna get.
Elena, watch your charters.
Classic.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's just
There you go. Did you see that snout? Look at that snout.
There you go, David.
Yep.
Thank you.
He sniffed it out. Thank you. Yeah, it does smell kind of foul.
Yeah, that's.
Smells like your breath after eating those beans.
I had a toothpaste one. That would make my breath smell better.
He just eats toothpaste. He doesn't even use a brush, guys.
He
He
just
takes a
goes
tube.
I'm starving.
He just eats the tube.
Yeah.
I'm starving though. I need the
Classic.
cutter.
You're
Starving.
hungry?
Yeah.
Just eat. Get
Is
out of the
anybody?
way.
No, I'm
I'll
all
take a
right.
bite.
Thank you.
You want to bite?
No, it's you can have
For
the
me?
first bite. You're
Sure.
good.
Is that part of your lunch or something? Like,
No, it was, but
Papa
I
doesn't
guess I
like
just-
when we eat in the studio.
Don't eat in the studio. Don't eat in the studio. Don't eat in the
Papa
studio.
doesn't like it.
Okay.
I don't see any Papa's always watching.
Ow.
what the
Hey,
hell
your
happened?
teeth hurt from not brushing?
Oh.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, cutter.
Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to have a talk with Quaker because I found a sharp object in your food. Eat the food. All right. Well,
Right to
anyways,
jail.
while we bust
I'm
this
hungry.
open, everybody's gonna provide commentary, and of course, will you two help use your brains to figure out? You got one?
I already have one. It's
All right.
from our conversation yesterday.
Can you put it on the overhead, please?
What is your go-to cry in the car song?
Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah.
I actually love it. That's amazing. Who else? Hey,
Expose me.
who drinks and drives? Who listens to Drake and drives and then ends up at
That's
their
how to
ex's
win.
house?
That's how to win. Name the song that you cry in the car to. That's how you win this artifact.
All right, there you
Pick
go.
landslide. I'm gonna pick you as the winner.
Oh, that's a good one.
Love Story's a good one, G-Train. I don't really find that sad. I find it more inspirational.
As
Careless
we
whisper.
go on, we remember.
Lucid
I
dreams.
guess I'll
all
expose
the
myself.
time.
Should I say what my cry in the car song is?
Do it.
Do it.
Picture by Kid Rock featuring Sheryl Crow.
Oh God.
Unreal. All right, guys, we are looking for.
Drink you away.
We are looking for a
Fun
rookie
slide.
redemption or acetate card. We're looking for some Orem cards, and we're either gonna have 3 mem
Jess.
or.
Jess said that's the best one. It is the best one.
All right, I think we got something here. There's gonna be
Oh,
there's 4
Gravity
serial numbered
time?
cards. Is this autumn?
Gravity.
Boom.
Braden. Oh, okay. Braden
Comes
Tracy
back
rookie
to
out of
give me-
299. I think that's the copper.
Brady or Braden.
Braden
that's
Tracy.
A hockey name.
So we'll get 4 serial numbered cards, 3 hits. It's going to be a mixture of mem, autos, and then the tech cards they call them. So probably the Aurum.
You guys ever just sit around and listen to Christmas shoes in the middle of August
Yo,
to feel
chill
something?
out. Why would you do that? Why?
What's this one? Doug Waite out of 599. Doug Waite out of 599. So that's 2 of our 4 serial numbered cards. We need the black.
There's some songs too that are like sad songs for me, but also like I really much like enjoy them, so they're also happy songs.
Like All Too
That's
Well
fair.
by Taylor Swift.
All Too Well
10
is a
minute
great.
version.
That's a great example.
Probably
of
going to be a
one.
jersey here.
I'd say like Jumper by Third Eye Blind.
Wish you would step back from
I
that.
can't do that.
Oh,
Match,
out of
Yeah.
249.
We ended up making the best video ever.
How about the
with
Mika
that song.
Yeah, we did.
Zabinajad? Mika Zabinajad jersey there.
Or Good Riddance is a good one.
I hope you have the time of your
This
life.
might age you guys, but when I was in 3rd grade, that's the song they played welcoming us into the new school.
That was like when I started entering like grunge era. I remember I wore like skinny jeans to school once, and everybody made a big deal and thought I was emo.
We got an auto. Okay, interesting. That is Artifacts Autofacts from the Ducks. Isaac Lundstrom. Isaac Lundstrom auto.
You know what? It's driving me nuts right now, but I went to this one college orientation, and they played the same song on a loop and I can't remember the name of it. I can't
Sing
remember.
it.
I
Come on, David.
Dually, No Resort
I
by
literally
Papa
can't remember the
Roach.
lyrics.
I
the
played every
song's
time I
playing,
opened
but I
Papa
Cut
can't
my
remember.
life into. This is an acetate rookie.
All
All right, here's the
Oh, it's coming
acetate
back.
card. Matthias
No.
What song do
Maselli.
you break to?
Machiavelli.
No.
Machiavelli.
Mine's a
Last
Tokyo
was-
Drift
Matthias
song.
Yeah.
Maselli. Acetate rookie.
Mine's
I know
No
you
More
don't.
Sleep in Tokyo.
If you see it,
End of Heartache. Kill Switch Engage.
That's it, baby.
I tear my heart open. I sew myself shut.
So
And
who's
my
winning?
weakness.
Did you hit like?
Here's
what
the
are we
Aurum.
hitting here?
Jack Eichel Aurum.
David can
Yikle.
really just pull
Jack
all
Eichel.
fillers and win.
Yeah, pretty much.
Tears don't fall.
We had a great box the other day though on release day.
Oh, baby.
Oh, honey, why you calling me so
I
late?
don't know. I just know the beat.
Kinda hard to talk right now. Rookie. Ooh, I don't
you
know. Out of
go.
299, I got that Marco Rossi rookie. Marco Rossi.
I'm
All right,
still,
last
I'm
pack
still
magic,
losing
let's
my
go.
mind. I can't remember what song.
One
that was
night
from.
in Bangkok makes the heart feel. Karaoke time. I love karaoke. Bonk, boom, Rossi, sweet. Let's go. Let's get it. All right.
This is gonna drive me nuts.
What's gonna drive you
You
nuts?
can't think of the song.
There's this song that they had. This orientation.
Ooh, what's
I went
this
to, it was
one?
on a
For the
loop,
Kings?
and it just.
Out of
David's losing.
65,
Ooh.
Fajimo.
I'm losing it. It's
Fajimo out of 65 rookie there. All right. All right. Up
All
to
right.
you. Let's go. You need the
There we
cutter.
go. Yes, I do.
What the?
Oh, wow. Elena's phone stopped it.
What the F, David playing?
What the F?
You
Rip
don't-
through
you
it, cuz.
don't
Let's go.
know.
Come
I
on.
know. I know. We're
Let's see what you
overtime.
got.
We're in OT.
Let's see what you got here. One night in Bangkok.
Whoever loses the box rip has to eat all of the fillers from their box.
Fillers would be tough. to
What
eat.
about this?
Those are chewy.
Eat all the fillers?
The loser.
Do you
Yeah,
have,
no.
You have an eating thing.
You do, yeah. What's up with you just eating? Are you a cannibal?
Yeah.
No. One time at David Adams retail store, there are these squishy Santa stress balls.
I wanted to bite it.
And he
You
bought-
wanted to bite it too.
No, I never said that.
Yes, you did.
Oh,
That is a. You,
boy.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna gaslight you right now. No, I never said that.
Oh my god. This is a problem, folks.
Jack
This
Hughes
is a
out of
Uncomfortable.
problem.
499.
This is a
I
problem.
think it's just because I'm really hungry and I haven't ate since
Starving.
like 3 p.m. yesterday, and I drank a triple espresso this morning.
That's good. That's
I
definitely
like when
good.
the espresso starts to make you dizzy,
Yeah.
so you have to like really work on your balance.
I'm like losing consciousness. I'm like battling to keep it. That's my favorite part.
Oh, the battling to keep consciousness, that's me all the time.
Lafreniere. We
Winter
got a
by
rookie.
Joshua
Oh, there you
Green.
go. Out of
Nice.
999.
Oh, I need to hear
Power.
that one.
999.
Jordan 1, Jordan 1.
Jordan 1, Jordan
Owen
1.
Power.
OP.
He's
Look
heating
at
up.
this
I
photograph.
quoted the middle by Johnny Eat World during my sister's graduation. I used to play
It
like a
just
Guitar
takes
Hero.
some time, little girl in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine.
Everything will be alright.
Blake Wheeler on the jersey.
Blake Wheeler. Look at this photograph.
Look at what
Look
you
at
made
Time I
us
do
do.
it makes me laugh.
Lion tamer.
Look at
what you
this
made us
graph.
do.
Look at this graph.
Look at this
Oh,
graph.
Careless Whispers. What do we got?
There you go. Charlie Coyle is our auto.
Yeah, Charlie Coyle.
Charlie Coyle.
Did you
Alright.
purposely sniff out the bad box for David?
No, I gave him the better
No, he
box.
gave him the good box. Well, the better than me box. Although I had a Marco Rossi.
I had Owen Power.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did have Owen Power.
Power scored in 3 straight games.
I know. How unbelievable is
He's
that?
hashtag heating up.
Hashtag. Oh, heating up.
Way to hashtag
We playing Pong?
in real life.
We playing Pong?
Hashtag in real life. IRL.
Ooh, acetate.
Acetate.
Say
Jackie.
something.
Jack Quinn.
Wow, that's nice too.
There you
Little
go, right
savings
there.
Pack, huh?
I love that cycling girl. I don't cry in the car much anymore. But say something.
Listen, I wasn't trying to break it down. Sometimes I'm gonna listen to
Say
this picture right now.
something. I'm giving up on you.
Thanks for breaking us down, Elena. Everyone left. It's just us.
Gone. Everybody left. David wins. Yeah, you're right. You guys are right. What's up,
Parade.
Bliss? How you doing, Mr. Bliss?
My mom told me
Blissful.
My mom told me crying in the car is so dangerous because you could get into an accident, which is true. Because if
Good
you're
point.
really crying, you don't really are not really focusing on the road. I've been there, been there.
Alice in Chains blew me. I love it. I know Bloomy would come in with some Alice in Chains here. What's wrong with crying in the car? There's
Bartending
nothing wrong with
Panarin
crying
on
in the car.
$4.99.
One time I crashed my car. I won't say what I
LPM.
hit.
LPM.
And I
Let's get some
blamed it on
LPMs in the
me
chat.
Sneezing a lot because my allergies were really bad. And I was like, yeah, I was sneezing. I couldn't see it.
Sneezing while driving is
And
the
then
worst.
I wasn't sneezing. But
I know.
I was sneezing. I was crying.
That should be
I was
next
crying.
week's one. What's your best excuse you've ever gotten out of a ticket?
Oh, you just
That's-
have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, there
my
you go.
God.
Out of 50, Shane Pinto.
All right, David wins this one, guys.
Shane
I need
Pinto.
redemption. I've been getting bad at these box breaks. I'm not gonna lie. So
'Cause
I had to
it
buy.
happens.
I was bad at a box break that I had to buy Jersey John dinner last night.
I would just
Oh,
say
yeah.
He schemed that
that
off
Troy's luck started changing when I started picking who got what box, and let's just say that kind of proves Troy was juking it before by controlling it himself, and he won every single one. And then we bring in a third fair,
Oh boy! All
unbiased party.
right. Well, anyways,
And
that's all the
Davison's
time
winning.
we have for today. Thanks for joining us on Friday's episode of The Chase. Hope you enjoyed Blake Martinez. Hope you enjoyed these two
Eat it.
knuckleheads coming on the show. There he goes.
Just kidding.
Yeah, he got you there. Thanks, guys, for joining us. Really appreciate it. Make sure you join Elena later on today in the live lounge. Don't forget, 2 Bros, 1 Break. They're also up and running right now with some group breaks and personals all day. Go see Steve and Luke. Let's raid the channel for them, actually. Let's make sure we send people there. Stevens, we'll have to have him show you. But have a great weekend. Come back on Monday. We got some more for you. Another box rip giveaway, another great guest. Can't wait to see you there.
Two
So
episodes from
until
100.
then...
2 episodes
Here.
to 100.
Oh, yeah. We're getting to episode 100, baby. Make sure you tune in for that. All right, here we go. Just remember, it's all about the chase. Woo!
Right on the
See
lens.
you Monday.
Let's go.
Top chat.